Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's lecture is about the exercises of chapter 14. The first question that is included in the syllabus is exercise 14.1, and first question, the exercise 14.1, question number 1, part 1. Here they have given us some information about the figure. They have given us the figure ABC, okay, and they have given us AD equals to 1.5, AE equals to 1.3, BD equals to 3, and they have asked for CE. What's the value of CE? Now we know that from theorem 14.1 that whenever, and also they have given us that DE is parallel to BC. Now from the first theorem in this chapter we had studied that whenever you have a line DE that is intersecting the two sides of a triangle and it is parallel to the third side as it is given in the question, then this line intersect these two sides proportionally. Okay, so we know that proportionally means it cuts these two sides in such a way that the ratio of these two segments is equal to the ratio of these two segments. So from theorem 14.1.1, AD, measurement of AD over measurement of BD is equal to measurement of AE over measurement of EC. Now AD is equal to 1.5 over BD is equal to 3 and AE is equal to 1.3, and let us suppose that EC equals to X, the unknown segment be equal to X. Put it over here. Now from here we can easily find EC, okay, by solving this equation. Doing the cross multiplication, 1.5x will be equal to 1.3 into 3, and over here x will be equal to 1.3 into 3 over 1.5, and by using calculators you can calculate this. Let me multiply 1.3 by 3, it gives us 3.9, and dividing it by 1.5 we will get the answer 2.6. So it means that EC or CE, measurement of EC or CE is equal to 2.6 centimeters. Now this was question number 1. We have done question number 1. Now let's start the second part of this question. Okay, in the second part, measurement of AD is equal to 2.4. Okay, measurement of AE is equal to 3.2, and measurement of EC equals to 4.8, and they have asked for the measurement of AB. So we are going to use the same ratio. We are going to find this amount BD, and after finding this we are going to add these two to get AB. So first of all, by using the same theorem, theorem 14.1.1, AD over BD, measurement of AD over BD is equal to measurement of AE over measurement of EC. Putting the values of these, AD is 2.4, okay, over BD is the unknown value which we want to find, AE is the 3.2 centimeter, and EC equals to 4.8. Again, by doing the cross multiplication, 2.4 into 4.8 will be equal to 3.2 into x, and from here we can say that x is equal to 2.4 into 4.8 over 3.2, and by using the calculator you can easily calculate these values. 2.4 into 4.8 divided by 3.2, we will get the value 3.6. okay, this will comes out to be equal to 3.6. it means BD is equal to 3.6 centimeters. This is the measurement of BD. Now we know that measurement of AB is equal to measurement of AD plus measurement of BD. So adding these two values, AD was equal to 2.4 and we didn't have BD, but now we have calculated it to be equal to 3.6. So adding these two values, we will get the value of AB. Adding them, 2.4 plus 3.6 is equal to 6 centimeters. This completes the second part. Now over here we have AD over DB. They have given us this ratio to be equal to 3/5. So AD over BD, this ratio is given to us. Although AD and DB are not given separately, but we know that their ratio comes out to be equal to 3/5. Now AC is equal to 4.8 centimeter. Okay, this whole length is equal to 4.8 centimeter, and they have asked for AE. Let us suppose that AE is equal to X. Okay. Let us suppose AE, measurement of AE is equal to X. Then if this measurement is X, then obviously this is going to be 4.8 minus X, because we know that this whole length equals to this length AC equals to 4.8. So this length will be EC. We know that EC is equal to AC minus AE. So the measurement of AC is 4.8 minus AE we have taken to be equal to X. It's equal to X. It means EC is equal to 4.8 minus X. Now again, using the same theorem, theorem 14.1.1, we know that AD, measurement of AD over measurement of BD is equal to measurement of AE over measurement of EC. Okay, AD over BD, we know that this ratio is equal to 3/5, so we are going to put this whole ratio to be equal to 3/5, because they have given it to us. AE, I have taken AE to be equal to X, and EC will be equal to 4.8 minus X. Doing the cross multiplication, what we would have, 3 times 4.8 minus X will be equal to 5X. So 4.8 into 3 will be equal to 14.4 minus, opening this bracket, this is equal to 5X, and 14.4 will be equal to 5X plus 3X, which will be equal to 8X. So 8X is equal to 14.4, and X will be equal to 14.4 divided by 8, which is equal to, dividing 14.8 by 8, this gives us the value 1.8 centimeter, which is the required value. Okay, we had taken AE to be equal to X. It means that measurement of AE is equal to 1.8 centimeter, and this completes the question. Now moving to the next part. Now in this question we are given AD to be equal to 2.4 centimeter, AE is 3.2, DE is 2 centimeter, and BC is 5 centimeter. Now in this question we are going to use the concept of similarity of triangles. Now two triangles are similar when they have the same angles. Now consider triangle ADE and triangle ABC. Okay, consider these two triangles. We know that angle A is congruent in both the triangles, because it is the common angle of both the triangles. Okay, now this angle and this angle D, angle ADE will be congruent to angle B of triangle ABC. Okay, these two angles are going to be equal because they are the corresponding angles of these two parallel lines. Okay, these are the two parallel lines, and there is a transversal which is cutting these lines. AB is the transversal, and DE and BC are two parallel lines, and this transversal is cutting them. So the corresponding angles so formed are always congruent. So angle ADE will be congruent to angle ABC or angle B. And similarly, again, these are the two parallel lines, and this transversal is also cutting them. So these two angles are also going to be equal. Angle AED will be congruent to angle C, angle AED. This angle will be congruent to this angle because they are the corresponding angles of two lines when the transversal AC is intersecting these two parallel lines. So these are the corresponding angles so formed, and we know that whenever two lines are parallel and a transversal cut them, then the corresponding angles so formed are always congruent. So we can say that these two angles are congruent. Okay, these two angles are congruent. So all three angles, these three angles are congruent to these three angles of triangle ABC. Okay, angle A, angle AED, and angle ADE. Angle A, angle ADE, and angle AED. These are the three angles of triangle ADE. And angle B, okay, angle A, angle B, and angle C. These three angles are angles of triangle ABC. As these three angles are congruent to the corresponding three angles of both the triangle, so we can say that triangle ADE is similar to triangle ABC. Now whenever two triangles are similar, this is because of AAA postulate, because all the angles of both the triangles are congruent, so the triangles are similar. Whenever two triangles or two shapes are similar, then their measurements are always proportional. Okay, so it means that the measurement of their sides will be proportional. As this triangle is similar to this, so the sides of this triangle will be will be proportional to the sides of this triangle. It means the ratio between the sides of these two triangles will be always congruent. That is AD, DE, and AE. These are the three sides of the smaller triangle, and AB, BC, and AC. These are the three sides of the triangle ABC. Both the triangles are similar, so their sides are going to be proportional. Okay, so it means that AD, corresponding to AD, we have the side AB. So AD over AB, okay, the ratio of these two will be equal to AE over AC, and which in turn will be equal to the third side. The ratio of the third side will also be common. So DE over BC. Okay, this will also be common. So these three ratios are going to be equal because of this similarity of the two triangles. Whenever two triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are always proportional. Okay, so these are the theorem which we are going to use to solve this question. So let me write the measurements which are given to us. AD is equal to 2.4, AB is unknown. Okay, so I will write AB instead of it. AE is given to be equal to 3.2 over AC is, in order AC also not given to us, equals to DE is given to us to be equal to 2, and BC is given to be equal to 5. Okay, these two measurements are given. So I have put the values of all those measurements which are given to us in the question. Now we have to find AB, DB, AC, and CE. First I am going to find AB and AC, and with the help of that we can easily find the value of DB and CE. Okay, first of all take these two ratios. Okay, we can take these three components. Objects are equal, we can take the equality of any two objects at any time. Okay, AD over AB is equal to 2 by 5, because these three are equal. This ratio is equal to this, and this ratio is also equal to this. So we can take only these two at a time. Okay, there is no harm in it. So finding the value of AB, we are going to do the cross multiplication. Twice of AB will be equal to 2.4 into 5, and from here we can find the value of AB by using the calculator. The value of AB will be 2.4 into 5 divided by 2. Shifting 2 to this side, 2.4 into 5 divided by 2. This will give us AB to be equal to 6 centimeter. Now if AB is equal to 6 centimeter, then we can find BD. Okay, how? By subtracting 2.4 from 6. Now from here we can easily find BD, because BD is equal to AB minus AD. AD was given to us, AB we have calculated it. So 6 minus 2.4 will be equal to the value of BD, which is 3.6 centimeter. So we have found BD to be equal to 3.6 centimeters. Okay, now next we will find the value of AC. Okay, to find the value of AC, again we will start from here, taking these two ratio to be equal. 3.2 over AC is equal to 2 by 5. So this implies that twice of AC will be equal to 3.2 into 5. By doing cross multiplication, from here AC will come out to be, shifting this 2 to the right hand side and calculating it. 3.2 into 5 divided by 2, this gives us AC to be equal to 8 centimeter. Now we know that AC is equal to 8 centimeter. Now EC, we know that EC is equal to AC minus AE. Okay, this AC minus AE will give us the value of EC. So AC is 8 and AE, they have already given us AE over here 3.2. Okay, so we are going to subtract these two to get the value of EC. So EC is going to be 8 minus 3.2, which is equal to 4.8 centimeters. So this is EC. This was AC. So we have calculated all the unknown values, AC, AB. With the help of AB we calculated DB, then we calculated AC, and with the help of AC we calculated CE. Okay, so this completes the answer. Let's move to the next part. Now in this part we are given AD to be 4x minus 3. Okay, AE to be equal to 8x minus 7. BD is equal to 3x minus 1. Okay, and CE is equal to 5x minus 3. They want us to find x. Now again, using the same theorem, theorem 14.1.1, we are going to say that from theorem 14.1.1, do write the statement over here. Okay, by that theorem, AD over BD is equal to AE over EC. Now AD is equal to 4x minus 3 over BD is equal to 3x minus 1, which is equal to 8x minus 7 over 5x minus 3. Okay, putting the values AE, EC. Okay, it is all given to us. Now we have to find the value of x. For that we are going to do the cross multiplication. Okay, doing the cross multiplication we are going to get now multiplying these two, 4 into 5x, that will be equal to 20x square. Okay, minus 12x minus 15x plus 9 equals to, again multiplying these two, 8x into 3x will be 24x square minus 8x minus 21x. Okay, 3 into 7, 21 plus 7. Now shifting all these to the left hand side or to the right hand side. Let us shift to the right hand side. What we are going to do, we are going to shift 20x square to the right hand side. We are going to add these two. First let me add these two. Adding them, this is going to be equal to 27x plus 9 equals to 24x square minus 8x minus 21x will be equal to 29x plus 7. Now shifting all these to the right hand side, we are going to get 24x square minus 20x square. Okay, and adding the like term, negative 29. 127 is shifted to the right hand side, it will become plus 27. So negative 29x plus 27x plus 7, and shifting 9 to the right hand side, we are going to get negative 9 equals to 0. Okay, and this is going to 24 minus 20 will be 4x square. 29 minus 27, this is going to be negative 2x, and this is going to be equal to negative 2. Now for simplicity, we can take 2 common and shift it to the right hand side. Taking 2 common, minus x minus 1 equals to 0, and shifting this 2 to the right hand side, 2x square minus x minus 1 equals to 0. Now we are going to solve this equation to get the value of x. Now it is a quadratic equation and you can solve it by either factorization or quadratic formula or any method you like. It can easily be solved by doing the factorization. Okay, two numbers whose product is negative 2 and whose sum is negative 1 will be 2x square minus 2x plus x minus 1. Okay, their product is negative 2 and addition of these two will give us negative x, because this is negative and this is positive. We have 2x minus x will be x, and we are going to put the sign of the greater number with the answer. So now taking 2x common, so taking 2x common from this, we have x minus 1 plus x minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so taking x minus 1 common, 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Now we are going to put either x minus 1 equals to 0 or 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So either x is equal to 1 or x is equal to negative 1 by 2. So this completes the answer and the exercise.